Happy Tuesday. Hello and welcome to this is the True Crime Book Club for A Stitch in Crime. How are you guys doing? Oh my goodness, it is still super hot here in West Texas. I don't like it. I'm done. I'm over it. But it is what it is, and it is a lot worse for a lot of people other places, and so I will shut it because I'm sitting here in air conditioning and doing just fine. So, hello, Annie. Okie doke. Hey, Rosie and Joan. Hey, Lorna. Kathy G is here. Everybody's starting to come in. What are you guys sipping on? You got anything cold? I didn't grab anything. I'm going to go grab a cold drink while everybody's coming in, okay? Hold on right there. Because I have my coffee, but I need a cold drink. Whew. It's been a very crazy day today. I will explain to you all. Been a very busy day. That sounded good, didn't it? Tonight we've got A&W cream soda. I love cream soda, and I love root beer too. Tea and water. Well, that's good. Got to get your water with your caffeine. Okay. I also have my knitted blanket that I'm working on. And tonight we are going to be giving away the prize for the Something Corny make along for our last book. And then we're going to talk about the new book. Nothing like opening a can. Yep. Peppermint tea with, you know what? That would be so good right now. Peppermint tea cold with just a little bit of honey. That's an idea. Hello, Bree. Glad to see you. Thank you for the reminder. I think this is going to be the new time for book club, if that's okay with you guys. It's just kind of nice on Tuesday night to be done just a little bit earlier and have more of the evening to myself. Glad to see you all. So let me go ahead and go over the rules for the book club for those who might be watching this for the first time. And if you are, hi, welcome to the She Shed. My name is Jill. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're watching, even if you aren't here. However, let me just say this. It is better if you want to be entered in to win a prize. You do not have to own the books that we talk about. You do not have to check them out. You don't even have to read them. But we do like, if you are here to come and participate, to leave a comment and to follow along with our chat. So book club is open to everybody, whether they're reading the book or they're not. Maybe they just are interested in the true crime. We read true crime books. Sometimes we read fiction, but it's usually crime related if we read the fiction. Hi, Frozen. Come on in. Ooh, that sounds good. See, that's another thing that sounds refreshing right now. Lemon cookie. That sounds refreshing. So so that's really all that we ask, but in order to put your name in to win a prize at the end of our the book, whenever we finish the book, you have to comment, be here at the live and put your comment in. Put a comment in the comment section after the book, after the video is up, or make something. That's it. That one gets you 2 entries. If you make something that is related to the theme that we have established for the book, then you get an extra entry into the giveaway. So there's the rules, and that's it. Pretty easy. Hi, Margaret. Good to see you. Glad you're here. I'm so glad all of you are here. I hope you had a good weekend. It's been um, it's been pretty busy around here. I now have a date for my surgery. I will be having a nasal surgery done to remove blockages that are going on in the left side of my sinuses. It's my whole left sinus cavity is blocked, and I'm going to be having that surgery, and it will be on the 7th of September. I will be going for my pre-op on the 30th and my surgery on the 7th, and then the post-op is on the 12th. So the first couple weeks of September, I may be a little absent. I'm letting y'all know for a pre-warning. So there is that. The plumbers have been at the house in town, at the lot in town, and the plumbing is now ready to go. Everything is done and ready to go. So when they also brought in it's called a pad. They're calling it a pad, but they put it right in this caliche, and they put it under on where Dad's house is going to be, so that it'll have a pad underneath it, and they've got that's done. So things are moving along there also. Yeah, I think I'm not going to like to be talking to anybody for 2 or 3 days. I'm not really very good. I mean, I guess I've been talking through my nose all along. I don't know that I'm really all that good at it. All right. Going to bring in my hands, and we can do this for a little while, and we will keep talking for a little while. I just want to know what you guys' final thoughts are on the book. Um, I do want to apologize. You know, I think we could have done a lot more with the book, and I think we could have done a lot more and talked more about BTK. But I think honestly, there's so much that surrounds BTK that we probably will be talking about him and all of those cases and all the similarities and all those things for a very long time. Um, I foresee there will be lots of discussion about it. So, you know, hello, Adele. Good to see you. And Gracie, hi. Gracie's watching too. Awesome. Yeah, I think it is going to make a big difference. I do. And then somehow, and I don't know how I did it, but it's somehow there's a muscle that is upset in my left front. I don't even know in my pelvis area. And I don't know if I pulled something or what, but it's been pretty sore and then over into my sciatica. So that's been fun the last couple of days. It's super hot, and then um, Mr. Fiber has been working on he is just almost done with the front porch. He's been working on that, but it's hard because he works in the back room at work, and there's no air conditioner back there, so he really has to recover. And I told him, I said, I didn't do anything. I did not get on that ladder and do the painting or anything. I'm having sympathy pains for you. He's like, well, you're just so kind. Well, I didn't do anything. He's not one to ask for help. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, that book is just very, I just don't know, Joan. I really don't. I'm going to have to go back and read that book at another time. It's very creepy, that book. It's very, very creepy. She spent a lot of time talking to him. So that it doesn't surprise me that you feel that way. But it's just I don't know how she did that because to me, she must be much better than I am at letting that stuff not bother me. Yeah, they can. They certainly can run together. They're talking so much now that Kohlberger, that he, because he was a student under her, and we're talking about the psychologist Ramsland who wrote the book about Confessions of a Serial Killer. He was a student under her, and so that came up in relation to BTK, and then the Gilgo Beach thing. That came up in relation to BTK and how there's some similarities there. And so there's been a lot of talk about BTK recently. I was going to tell y'all, I watched a video earlier today, and I was a bit shocked, and I am glad that I saw the video, but at the same time it really bothers me. And here's what it was. There was a police officer that he had made a traffic stop, and he had gone through the car, and he had all the stuff that he had gone through, and he had put it on the back of the car, and he was going through and testing some of the stuff that he had found. He knew it was drugs, and he was testing it, and he got sick. He had started testing, and he said he got was lightheaded, and he walked away, and he walked over to his partner or other officer, and he said, I'm lightheaded. And the guy said, you need to sit down. And the other officer gave him Narcan, which is what they give when people have an overdose to revive them. He gave him that, and he turned out to be okay. But he hadn't actually ingested it. He just inhaled it. He just inhaled a whiff of that. And what it was fentanyl. And we've been hearing so much about the fentanyl. Yes, yes, Joan, it was fentanyl. And we hear so much about the fentanyl, and I hadn't even thought about police officers. I had not even thought about the toll it's taking on them having to confiscate this stuff. That's a whole new world, right? A whole new world. That really bothered me because I hadn't thought about that. The officers are they really are taking their life in their hands out there, more ways than one. And the criminals just get more and more creative, don't they? You know? Yeah. Yeah, that too. People who are testing all the packages. And you wonder, you're like, now why do they wear, now I get why everybody wears other gloves and all that stuff now. I get it. Okay, so we are we are done with A Serial Killer's Daughter by Carrie Rawson. We are done with that. We're calling it done. Put a fork in us. We're done. The new book, y'all were talking about Anne Rule. So if you saw in the thumbnail, I went ahead and I picked one, and I would like to read to you the description of that book that we are going to do. Okay. Now, you can find this in the library. If you do Libby, you can find it there. If you have Audible, it is there. I just saw today that it is actually a mini series also. Now, I don't know where it might be playing. You're going to have to look that up because I just saw it today, so I did not research where you could find the mini series. And here is the summary. Who is Brad Cunningham? How could five beautiful, intelligent, successful women believe he was their dream come true? Ask any woman who ever longed for the perfect man. Lonnie Ann, Cynthia, Lauren, Cheryl, and Sarah seemed to have it all: beauty, wealth, children, and a husband who they believed to be this perfect man, Brad Cunningham. He was handsome, charismatic, and mysterious. They adored him and tried to give him all he wanted, but he wanted everything: sex, money, and it seemed their very lives. How long would it take before he finally got what he deserved? The question haunts. This question haunts Dead by Sunset. That's the name of the book, Dead by Sunset. Anne Rule's riveting and impeccably researched study of the destructive relationships, multiple marriages, financial manipulations, and monstrous acts of harassment and revenge that surrounded Brad Cunningham and his wives. It is also a penetrating and ultimately shocking recreation of Cheryl's murder and the 8 years it took to bring her killer to justice. Dead by Sunset is a chilling look at the evil that lurks behind the most charming of facades and fascinating homage to the kind of courage and brilliance it takes to combat it. And the title is Dead by Sunset: Perfect Husband, Perfect Killer. And that is the book. Some of you may already have read it. Hi, Maribel. Now, this takes place on the Oregon coast around um, 1986, going back to my 80s. See, even my crime, I like 80s. And it's on the Sunset Highway. That is the connection to Sunset. So I'm thinking that as a theme for the book, we might do something sunset related. We're staying in that orange and yellows. But also could be something dark because it starts to get dark. So it's not sunrise, but we're on the dark side of. So the dark side of sunset. How does that sound? Oh, thank you. I've got all the like stone stuff on today. Yeah, dark like dusk. Yep, she sure did. I'm just not ready to do that one yet. I have that one, but I'm just not there yet. I need something a little bit lighter right now because there's just so much going on. So Chelsea won't be here tonight because she is otherwise engaged. There have been some things. Everybody's okay, but she has got the boys on her own tonight, and so she's not going to be here. So I love you, Chelsea. I love you, Oliver. I love you, Solomon, and I love you, Orlando. Just a shout out to everybody. And then if my Carrie is watching, I love you, Carrie, and you take care of yourself too. Yes, I'm sure they could all use your hugs tonight. Absolutely. Let me just say it that way. Everybody's okay. Everybody's okay. So, what do y'all think? Has anybody read this book? Yeah, that was Serbs doing the flyby. What are you doing, Bubby? What are you doing? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, what you got? You got your bone? Are you on the bone? Hmm? You coming up? No? You just got the bone? I have a plastic underneath my chair here. Y'all can hear his feet when he goes across that plastic. He's on the bone. Yep, tail's a wagging. He would call him Wiggle Butt. He's a wiggle butt for sure. Joan's on it. She's already at chapter 3. So the app says, because I'm listening to it on Audible, and the app says, what chapter am I on? It says I'm on chapter 16. Here's the thing, I don't remember that because I was sleeping. I have no clue at all. I can't tell you anything about those first 16 chapters because I slept right through it. Yeah, I think it came out in 95. The story, the event happened in 86. Well, the murder happened in 86. The book came out in 95. Yes. Hi, Annie. Yep. Oh, and I think this Friday we're just going to do like a crime discussion on Friday because I don't have anything for you right now. I wasn't feeling well at all Monday. I did go to the post office today. So for those of you who are expecting packages, they're on their way. Hey, Kathy. Yes. Yep, that's the one. And I don't know if that one, because she has some that are like collections. But when I was looking at books, I wanted to make sure it was something that everybody could access. Do you know? I wanted to make sure that you could get it at the library because if you can get it at the library, then I feel like with just a little bit of checking around, you should be able to find it and not have to pay for it because I don't want anybody to have to pay for it. Yeah, I know. It's not easy, Joan. That is not easy. Although I tell you, I've been buying a lot of books on Kindle and on Audible. I paid for a year, so I got like 16 credits when I first started. I haven't earned any more, but I still have a few left. And I've been hanging on to them. I used one of my credits to buy, well, it wasn't the Audible. I actually did Kindle, and I bought Stephen's book too. I don't think I used a credit for that. I can't remember. Saw a clip on Instagram, you guys, and Stephen Keogh was working out. He was doing boxing and working out, and he wouldn't say what was going on, but said that he had to get in shape. Now that sounds like a TV or movie thing. I have to get in shape for it. Hmm. What does that mean? Inquiring minds want to know. I didn't know if any of you follow Stephen Keogh on Instagram. He has a Facebook, but he doesn't do a whole lot there. Right? Is he going undercover? I don't know, because he's not in law enforcement. I heard him talk about on a podcast that he was on, um, Switchblade Sister Social Club is the podcast, and he was talking about the fact that he was working on another project, and it was something related to teaching. So I don't know. Yeah, all of these different platforms, it's hard to keep up with them all. I know I should be on several of them. I should be on Twitter, and I should be here, and I should be there. And it's like, ugh, I can't keep up with all that. Annie's got her coffee. Look out. So, if those of you that are watching and lurking, I see you too, and I'm glad you are here. I don't know if I ever showed you guys the prize that you are going to get when we draw names. Let me start with the bag. So this is the bag that you're going to get in this prize. It's a it's a nice canvas bag. May have a couple Cerberus hairs on it. And it's the Bag O' Day, and it's got Steve and a ball of yarn. So this is the bag that's going to be in the prize. And then I wanted it to do this because it was something corny. Was the make along was called something corny. So you're going to get this yarn, and this yarn is called Cornfield. 100% superwash merino. It is a worsted weight, 100 grams and 166 meters, probably 180 yards. And you're going to get a whole bag of them. Enough to do really, really, really do something. And then, of course, you'll get a sticker and some other stuff. Yeah, good stuff, huh? And I'll guarantee there is no more of that one anywhere. It's a really corny project. It is. Oh, and speaking of corny, I wanted to show you guys, I did get a few projects from a couple of people. Dang it. Got to figure out how to do it first. There we go. Now I can show you. This one is Annie's. This is her corny hat. This one is Frozen, Frozen Stone. What a cutie. Frozen, we have one of these kitties. We have one out here. It's not as dark as your kitty is, but of course he's outside, so he probably would be a different color if he was inside. But we have two of them, and one of ours is got this a split, like where yours is, it's a total split, and we call that one Two-Face. And then our newest one is a brundle, and we call it Marble. And then this is Jones. She went straight into that and she made corn. She made corn for something corny. And I love it. You did a good job on that. You really, really did. I love it, Joan. They're great. So that is the projects that were sent in, and those people got an extra entry onto the wheel. Wasn't that cute? Hi, Nancy. Glad you're here. Okay, are y'all ready to, y'all want to go ahead and pick it, and then we can just visit for a little bit longer? So let me bring you in to show you the wheel. Here is the wheel. It's got all the names on it. I am going to hit the shuffle. I usually hit shuffle 3 times. Okay, we are ready. Are y'all ready? Which Dawn? Who's Dawn? Okay, ready is ready. Okay, here we go. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, it's Sharon. Woo! Sharon Creates has won the prize for book club. She's always here, and then tonight she's not. Hope she's okay. Did you guys see her come in? I don't think I saw Sharon come in tonight. And she's always here. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, I don't think I saw her come in. Oh, isn't that wild how that happens? That's awesome. Well, you don't have to be present to win. So, Sharon, when you find out about this, send me an email fiberflooziecrafts@gmail.com. And I will send you your goodies. There we go. There is my email if anybody needs it. Okay. That was fun. Congratulations, Sharon. That was fun. I like that. The wheel is just fun to do, isn't it? So now I will have to put together a prize for the next deal. There, I was getting everything all situated there. And I thank you guys so much for participating and being here. I know that there are several that I talked to a lot of you through email. You know, Gary said it really good today. Do you guys watch Urban Yarn, Gary? Today he did a video. I think it was on, man, forget which video, what he was talking about. I think it was the DK yarn. And he was saying how he has reached like 16K and how surprised he is. But he was so eloquent with what he said about how he has talked to a lot of people, he emails with people, he just has a lot of interaction, and the way he said things was just so eloquent. And that's how I feel about it. So you do go back and watch them when you can. I do too. I do too. I go back and get caught up on stuff. Well, when you hear what he said, it's how I feel about it. And I also know, I email with a lot of you, and I also know that a lot of you are like, I'm thinking about you, Tammy. If you are watching, you may not feel up to um, participating and commenting. Maybe you just don't have the energy, and I understand that. And I know that there are some of you out there that are that way. Um, I know that a lot of you just like to come and hang out. You're watching, you hang out because you like to spend time with us, and feeling a part of something it just means a lot to you. And I understand. I understand. And I'm really glad you're here. Okay. Oh. So also, whoever is in California, I hope y'all are okay out there. I've not heard anything about anyone who's had a rough go. I know there's been a lot of people that have had a rough go, but not anybody that I have interacted with. So I hope you guys are all okay. Yeah, see, it's good company. It really is. I think that has a lot to do with it, you know, because for most of us, those other people in our lives, like Chelsea and I talk about yarn all the time. And Solomon loves yarn. I have a picture of him just holding the yarn, and he's just holding it. He's got it on his face, and he's just feeling that yarn. He's just as cute as he can be, you know. And every time Chelsea gets a package and she goes, "What do you think it is?" He goes, "Yarn," you know. And even Oliver, he picked out the yarn for those capes. He gets it. He's all, I told him, I said, well, this is what we need. And he's go, okay, this one, this one, this one. He picked it all out online. And then we went to Hobby Lobby and we got the yarn there and we were all set. And he has been crocheting. So there, And Carrie, my daughter Carrie, she crochets blankets for her friends and washcloths, and when she gets time she does that, but it's hard for her to take that stuff with her. She's just really, most of the time she's too tired uh, after she gets off her shift to do much of that. But not very many people are really, Mr. Fiber gets it and he'll listen, but it's not like he's really all that interested. You know what I'm saying? What? Oh, thank you, Adele. Yeah. Unless they want something made. Yep. Yeah, the ads are going to be. Oh, thank. I was going to ask you, Rosie. You said you were in on the waiting list for surgery. Is that what you said? You don't have a date yet, right? You're just on the waiting list. I was thinking that's what you said last time. I was trying to remember. So here's the thing about the ads, you guys. I had to go ahead and put the monetization back in. If you guys get mad about that and you want to unsubscribe, then you go ahead. But here's the thing. In full, I don't really have to tell y'all when I do that stuff, but the reason that they're there, if I don't have it, my videos don't get seen. And that's the whole thing about it is, to connect with people. It's not about making money for me. It's not. You get what, $5 a month? I mean, it's nothing. Okay. The money is nothing. So I'm not here to make money. If I was, I'd have the memberships and all that stuff again, and I would go full out. I didn't want to do it, but the notifications weren't going out. The videos weren't getting seen. Everything just went, whoo, dropped. And it was like, well, how's anybody going to, get the videos and stuff? So I just put it back on there. And that's why. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I didn't do it to make anybody mad. It just is what it is. No, you're good, Annie. I'm just jabbering, really. Tonight was really about picking a winner, and the winner's not here. She may come in later and she'll be like, Annie, what did I miss? I know. You'd be surprised, though. Oh, I didn't know if my girls would be. They've seen me crochet since they were little, and I didn't know if either one of them, when Chelsea started to do hers was all just the washcloth. She just started knitting washcloths. She didn't even crochet at that time. Hi, Sandy. Glad you're here. Oh, goodness. But yeah, my Carrie taught herself to crochet. She's got this mama who can crochet and knit and all this stuff, but she had to teach herself because she got COVID. And so I couldn't go visit her and show her and teach her anything because she did all of that. She went and did a pickup. She got in a car. She did a pickup, a touchless pickup thing. Got the stuff, took it home, and taught herself how to do it. I like to say I passed it along though. See? Yeah. I mean, that's fine, right? It's fine. If they want to learn that way, that's fine. It's okay with me. I mean, I'm not going to get butt hurt because somebody, because my kids are like, didn't ask me. It's okay. If that's how they want to do it and that they learn better that way, okay. You actually, I don't even know if this is true or not. I know that at one time Crystal at Bago Day said if you watch 30 seconds of any of the ads, so let's say you have an ad that's like 11 seconds, you watch the whole thing. If it's 18, up to 30 seconds, if you watch 30 seconds of the ad, then I will get credit for it. Whatever creator you are watching, they will get credit for that ad. I don't know if that still holds true. I'd heard that from her some time ago. It's been a while. So I don't know. Yeah. So up to 30 seconds and after that, click it and go. Because my gosh, some of those are like 30 minutes. You don't want to miss the entire live because they're 30 minutes long. I mean, mm. Now the only thing I can do is I can go in and I can say, let's don't do ads like in the middle, or let's don't do, whatever. But I really don't have control of that. I can ask them not to do that, but they're going to do what they want to do. That's all on YouTube. And it's not, I don't really have a whole lot of control. Hi, Lori. You fell asleep. Okay. So I'm not the only one that had heard that. Yeah, there you go. You got to keep your finger on that mute button. That's what we do when I watch TV with my dad. I'm always have to, because he doesn't respond. When usually he watches the TV with the sound off and watches the words. That's how he watches stuff. And I'm like, you miss some of the nuances of things without having any sound. Can we just turn that on for me and still have that? And then the commercials come on and it'll go and it'll go and I'll go, hey dad, commercial. Oh yeah, oh yeah. He hits the button. He's funny. Dad and I have a lot of fun sitting and watching TV together. We'll probably be doing a lot of that. Today is my dad's birthday. Let me see. If I do the math real quick, let me do the math real quick. That's what I thought. He is 78. Some of you probably have wondered how old Dad is. He is 78 and it is his birthday. And then Chelsea's birthday is on the 28th. So there's a lot going on this month. Did you guys see? I posted a picture. I worked on my planner, you guys. I added in where when the boys got here, I did not fill out the rest of it because I hadn't worked on that. So I want to go ahead and journal that too. But this is August. So this is all of the videos. Now see, the boys were here, right here. And I still had 1, 2, 3, 4 videos come out right here in this week while the boys were here. And then there's 5, uh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 different videos or lives for this month. That's how much content I have put out this month. That's a lot. And right here, I'm going to journal when the boys were here. And so I decorated it. And I've got the cats and the dogs and the popsicles. And that just looked like a lot of fun for the boys. And then this is for this week. And I still need to go in and do that one too. I have not finished that one yet either. But I'm making progress, and at least I'm trying to get it in there. So yeah, I've put out a lot of content this month. A lot. This year's upperclassmen are exhausting. They all have a million questions, but it's good. Our college going rate should go up. Well, that's good. That's really good, though, Lori. Well, thank you, Debbie. I'll tell him everybody said so. Your niece and dad are having a birthday today. Oh, happy birthday to you. I know. And then in the middle of all that, we've had that stuff going on with dad's lot. He closed on his house. We've had that, all of that going on. The plumber finished today. All of my doctor's appointments. I had the doctor's appointment in there. Um, the life stuff's still going on. I didn't think I'd get anything out, and then I got look when I went back and put it all in. I'm like, oh, oh, I put out a lot of content. I don't do what your mother-in-law does. Okay, do I want to know? But you guys see, so Lori is right in the thick of school starting too, and so is Chelsea. I mean, they're that. I think everybody didn't everybody start pretty much across the country. I don't think there's anybody who hasn't started school now. I don't know for sure, but she's kept a record of every time any of the grandkids visit, and she spends the most at Christmas on whichever kids she saw the most. Oh, that's not the way it should be. Well, you would think so. I know. Oh, they're after Labor Days. Now, see, they're after my heart because that's the way it always used to be. And like down here in the South, when we're like we're sitting on the surface of the sun and we're waiting for it to cool off, but yet we have school and they have to run those air conditioners. It's just so hot. When I remember, y'all, come on, we used to, it was, what was it? School was out by Memorial Day and went back in Labor Day. Isn't that how it was before? Because when I graduated from high school, we had already we were already out, and then we had graduation like the first week of June, but we were out of school. We had to go back for graduation. Start the 28th. Oh, well, happy birthday to him too. Oh, they've got lots of them this month, huh? Well, I mean, I know you can kind of explain some stuff to them as they get older, but it's still hard. That's a rough thing to deal with. Yeah. 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 Even that would be, well, you do have to stick up for your family. If we don't stick up for our own families, who's going to? So they get out the 20th of June, but they start after Labor Day. That would be kind of rough. Starting getting out that late in June is kind of hard. I think, they got away from some of that where they were going to do the all around school. You know, they were giving them days like throughout the year, and then to make up for like not being out of school. So they added in teacher days and stuff like that, but they were like not going to be out for like a full summer. And I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, kids aren't getting enough time away from school as it is, if you ask me. I don't think they're getting enough playtime. The smaller ones, they're not getting to go out to go recess and stuff. It's just all completely different, I think. I don't like it, but what do you do? Well, that's good. That's a good way to look at it. They need 180 days of school, but everything is added like snow and oh yeah. So 180 days of school. Okay. Well, you know, this year Oliver goes earlier. And I had no idea that some kids are going and having I remember high school, it was earlier. Kids going to high school was always they were always there like by 7:15, something like that. But then the younger kids, it was more like quarter to 8, you know. But now even into like middle school and below, they're having to be there by 7:30, so it's even earlier. Man, this girl wouldn't be a whole lot going on for me in the brain by 7:30 unless it was coffee at school. And just so y'all know, I've been this way my whole life. When I was younger, even in high school, my mom and dad and I went on a motorcycle trip. I've told this story. And we camped out and everything. And my dad once said to me he was going to stake me to see if I was moving. Yeah, there's a lot of snow stuff. Yep, they feed them breakfast and lunch. I'm not kidding, Maribel. Gonna stake me. He also was the one that said, "Really? You know what? In that hand is and wish in the other hand, and which one's gonna fill up first?" I'm sure he's not the only one to have said that. Oh my gosh, my dad was he's the king of one-liners. Okay, you guys, Dead by Sunset. Any questions for me for this next book? I would say, why don't we do? Let me see how many chapters are in this one. There are 66 chapters in this book. Should we do the first 5? The book is Dead by Sunset by Anne Rule. Here's what we'll do. We will say the first 5 chapters, and I will do my best to be ready for that. Okay? And if we only manage to do like an introduction and kind of get into the book next time, then we can set a better, have a better idea how much we can do the next time. On Friday? Friday is we're going to do Friday, we're just going to talk about crime. We might be, if you're already reading it, that's fine. We can talk about anything that you want to talk about Friday. If it's related to crime, we're going to talk about it. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about, I don't know, let's just kind of get caught up on some of the cases, and I don't know. It's probably going to be like a free-for-all. How's that sound? Okay, everybody. I love y'all. Have a great night. I will see you on Friday. I don't know how many videos I'll get out this week. I'm hoping to get another Floozie in the She Shed, but we'll see. I don't know that I have enough to talk about. Talk. Keyword talk. I bet I can. I bet I'll find something to talk about. Okay. Love y'all. Have a great night. Have fun today. And I'll see you later, okay? And big hugs for everybody.